Nick, 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 Nick.
Steve.
Yes. What's up, Nick? How are we doing?
We're chilling, man. How are you, good sir?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. The Blue Jays are actually winning a game for once in their lives, so I'm feeling good
Yes,
about
sir.
that. Feeling good about that.
If I were to look at your Twitter today, I would assume that they probably would have lost like 10 games in a row. just by analyzing your Twitter feed.
I mean, that would only make sense. I'm not a very optimistic Blue Jays fan at the moment. I don't think there are very many, to be honest. It's just we just should be better than we are, and it's just so frustrating the amount of like stupid losses we've taken this year. So
yeah,
it's hard to think that we're going to do anything when you just like expect us to fail in every like big situation. You know?
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is with the Jays, at least you guys have some kind of hope. We have nothing.
The hope
the Royals might not even hit 40 wins at the end of the season.
The hope almost makes it worse. It's almost like I almost don't want hope. I would rather just like get blown out, lose our playoff spot, and just be done.
See, that's what I say every single year as a Royals fan.
And then like miss the playoffs by one game like we did in 2021. Oh, when we had such a good team too.
Oh, I remember that. Oh my God, yeah.
That 2021.
That was the year that Vlad was second in the MVP, wasn't it?
Yeah, Vlad went off, and Marcus Semien was third in the MVP, and they were both on our team. Like everybody did good down the stretch, but the first month of the season, we had like Tanner Roark, Tyler Chatwood, and Rafael Dolis pitching for us, and they like blew it many, many times. But such is baseball, I guess, right?
Rafael Dolis is a name that I completely forgot about for a while.
Yeah, you should just put that name in the back of your mind and never think about him again, to be honest.
Oh yeah, didn't he have like a solid first season as a Blue Jay?
Yeah, the COVID, the shortened year, he was really good. His ERA was like under 2, I think. So we thought he was going to be good in 2021, and he was just bad. He got DFA'd like 6 weeks in, I think. Same.
Rafael Dolis is the definition of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was brutal, but here we are. We'll see what happens. I mean, if we can keep scoring runs like this, then we'll be fine.
It's gonna be a nice down the stretch couple months for like everybody in the AL wild card, because there's so many teams that qualify right now. Like the American League, I think, is a lot more stronger than the National League, but like there's so many teams contending. Like there's like the mix of the Rangers and the Astros and the AL West, like the top 2 spots. And then there's the Orioles, and then there's the Rays in the AL East. And then there's the Yankees, Red Sox, and Jays that all qualify for the AL wildcard. And then you got the Mariners, and then, of course, nobody from the Central.
Yeah,
the Central just sucks.
What? Who's leading? The Twins are leading that division. They'll just get bounced first round by whoever they play. Anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna get. I'm sorry to say this, Twins fans, but they're gonna get bounced first round regardless anyway. So it doesn't matter who they play against.
No, it makes no difference. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's gonna beat the Braves in a playoff series this year. That team is so good. They score 1 million runs. Their pitching's pretty good. Like I don't know. They're going to be really hard.
Yeah, they got a healthy Ozzy Albies too. Matt Olson's going crazy. Matt, I saw a tweet yesterday that said Matt Olson has more home runs than the Braves have losses.
Yeah,
which is absolutely astounding to me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
He's got over twice as many as anybody on the Jays.
The Braves got to be the favorite for the World Series right now at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think any other team would be even close. Like Baltimore's really good, but in a playoffs are just a different beast. And like Atlanta, they've been there. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be exciting.
The Dodgers too. I always forget about them.
They're always sneaky, man.
Yeah.
They're just always good. They take guys like, I mean, Lance Lynn's been amazing for them in like his 3 starts. Jason Hayward and who else? Like David Peralta. These guys are just having like solid seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love me some JD Martinez, dude.
JD
JD
Martinez.
Martinez is so good.
And
oh
then
my god.
And then the Dodgers just churn out pitchers like it's nothing. Like guys you've never heard of come out of nowhere. Like they lose like Bueller out for the year pretty much. Dustin May. Kershaw's had a bunch of time where he's been out. And now it's just like, yeah. They just keep doing well. They just keep bringing up guys who just can pitch in the big leagues and they know how to use them. So
Yeah.
Dodgers are always a threat.
At this point in the year, I would like to see a Texas Rangers and Braves World Series. I think that'd be kind of nice. Be a nice mix. It'd be a nice mix of everything.
Yeah, that'd be. I'm really interested to see kind of like what kind of damage Texas ends up doing in the postseason. I don't know if I'm just like jaded from the last like 10 years, but it's so hard to see just like not like Houston like losing to people. They just don't lose in the playoffs.
That's exactly what Easy just said. Easy said Rangers need to worry about Houston. Houston's always going to be up there.
Yeah, and
Always
they're
gonna
like
be up there.
it's just another team, another organization that like they just know how to win. Whether they're using trash cans or not. They figure that out.
I mean, honestly, like trash can jokes aside and everything at this point, but like I don't think it really applies to make the jokes anymore because they want a legitimate one.
Yeah, I was happy that they won.
They have one.
Because like people need to shut up about it already. It's also like, I mean, man, if you watch any Jays game, any away game, any road game, George Springer gets booed everywhere he goes, like crazy. And I'm like, dude, this was like what 6 years ago. He's been gone. He's been gone off that team for like 4 years. Like, get over it. Like when I was in Seattle, for those Jays games, man, they booed him so hard. Obviously, because like they're in the West or whatever with the Astros, but it's like, man, boo him because he's been like he went through that sucky stretch. Don't boo him because he played for a team 6 years ago.
Yeah, and see the thing is with a lot of those players, like they didn't use it. The player that used like the cheating system the most was Marwin Gonzalez. He's not even in the league anymore. I don't think so, at least. Yeah,
and I don't think it helped him that much because he's still fucking Marwin Gonzalez. So
yeah, well, he had like 23 home runs and 90 plus RBIs that season with like a 270 average, I think.
Was that it? Did he really?
Yeah, he had a solid season, but like obviously that was because of the trash cans. And yes, we love to see the trash cans in the chat. Thank you, Ghosty.
Oh, he got MVP votes. Wow. Wow, Marwin Gonzalez.
Yeah, that's kind of wild to me that happened. And then I mean, talk about trash cans. He became a trash can for like the last part of his career anyway.
So yeah. Marwin Gonzalez. Whoever even thinks about that guy anymore. Marluz Gonzalez. That's right.
Marluz Gonzalez.
Is Paul DeYoung going to get a hit? No. Paul DeYoung is so bad, by the way, chat. I don't know if there are any Cardinals fans in here, but like I am not happy that he's on my team right now.
No. I mean, first thing I saw when I saw that deal go through, I'm like, Tango.
I literally think he's like 2 for 40 so far for the Jays. Like he has got like 2 singles, and I think he struck out like 15 times. It's bad. It's bad.
That's bad. Sad.
Oh, all right. Well, should we get talking a little bit of MLB The Show here? So obviously,
yes, sir. Let's do it.
Generally, what we talk about. So first off, I mean, we're halfway through set 3. We got a couple more weeks until set 4. I guess about 2 weeks ago, Extreme is back. Extreme came out, the Extreme program. I mean, if we take a look here, decent program. I mean, get some pretty good cards. 99 Cattell Marte, Billy Wagner, Mike Piazza, perfect game, Matt Cain, and then obviously my favorite card ever of all time in the game,
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr. And this card's like, it's good. It's good.
Absolutely amazing.
I mean,
that's probably the best Griffey we've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, max power, both sides. We've never seen that really. Well, no. This 600 home run or whatever milestone Griffey from what 21. I can't remember. His stats were pretty good.
The Reds card.
The Reds one. Yeah.
Yes,
those stats were pretty good, but I
Mm-hmm.
think overall this one's definitely the best. I mean, 92 fielding, 90 fielding, 90 speed before parallels. Yeah, but what did you think about Extreme Program? How far along are you on this? Because I know you're kind of taking your time with it.
Extreme Program, I'm at 15 points right now. I haven't done like the mini seasons, Conquest, or any like extreme, pun intended, extreme grinding for the Extreme Program at all. I've just been, doing a little bit of everything right now because like there's so many programs out right now. I'm trying to finish up the BR program before I think it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
There's the new ranked seasons, which we're going to get into here shortly. The events, like there's so much, like it's hard to keep up. Like eventually I am going to get it done, but like
what have you done for Extreme so far?
I did moments, pretty much just moments.
Which ones?
Points. Billy Wagner and coming from behind as the Mariners beating the Jays. Yep. And
also,
that was a lot of fun.
Screw you, SDS, for making me relive that moment.
And I did Matt Cain, so I got 15 points for that.
Did you try the Ellie one? That was the one that gave me the most problems.
I have not tried it. I've seen too many videos on TikTok and YouTube of just people just going absolutely berserk trying to finish it, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to bother touching it.
It was giving me vibes of the Christian Yelich 3 home runs on Hall of Fame one from like MLB 2020, I think.
We do have one request in chat that we can talk about after is the Kaiju Bellinger that never was.
The Kaiju Bellinger that never was. Yes. Oh, I saw that on Twitter. Looks amazing. Yeah. I mean, we'll bring it. Well, we can bring that up when we're talking about the Player of the Month Bellinger.
Oh,
which is kind of up next. The mystery Bellinger, the Bellinger that never was. But what do you think about just in general the way they did Extreme Program this year?
I like the fact that it's still hard to do. It takes a lot of time. And I've heard from some people that they actually enjoyed playing Extreme this year. So like I think that's a step in the right direction. Like obviously, it's not going to be easy for all people in the community, even casual players, to get these cards. It's going to take time, and it's going to take an extremely long amount of time to get it done. But the cards are worth it. The only one that I don't really like is the Mike Piazza because he's got a really slow, bad swing. But the rest of the cards, very solid across the board. I liked what they did with Extreme, making it mini seasons Extreme. Obviously having Conquest Showdown and moments and everything like that, having repeatable PXP missions and stuff like that too, and like having specific missions towards those cards in the program as well. Like I like how they did that. It makes it a lot easier for the casual player, but still hard enough that the sweats, the legend ranked players, and like the top players in the world will still take a little bit of time for them to get that done.
Yeah.
Even if it is like only a couple of days.
I go back and forth on how I feel about it. Like,
there's
part of me that like I can appreciate, and this is kind of just the way SDS has gone about content in general, but they want everybody to at least, pretty much fairly easily be able to get any card they want. Obviously with like the rank programs and BR programs, things like that. And then having all these different sort of options or ways you can play the game to get points in the Extreme Program. There's also the side of me that's like, I kind of wish there was like some of it that you had to do. Like I wish like how it was back in the day where like you had to do all the moments, you had to do the showdown, there was no like other way to get around it that was like, I don't know,
Yeah,
you want to call it
yeah, like
easier, I guess.
like MLB 20, like you had none of that. You had to do literally everything.
Yeah, and that was the only way to do it. I kind of there's part of me that I don't think they'll ever really go back to that
No, I don't
because
think so.
I get it. You want everybody to have access to
Mhm.
everything. It makes sense, but
I mean, see the thing is with them, like they want everybody to have access to it, but they don't want to make it easy by any means.
right.
It's still hard to do it.
Yeah,
To get
or
everything.
at
It
least like
takes time.
very, very time consuming. Like
Mhm.
if you just want to grind out a 2 million PXP, you can, but it'll take forever.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, like I had to beat the showdown. I was like, I'm not gonna do this without beating the showdown. I gotta do
Yeah, it's
it.
that competitive drive that fuels you.
Um,
You know what I mean?
and it took me many tries. Many
Mhm.
times I went up against Randy Johnson a few times. Once, because the second last boss I think is Nolan Ryan. I skipped him one time, tried to do it, and I fell short by one run. Then I'm like, okay, I got to do the whole thing. My very next run, I made it all the way, and then so I was only down 2 runs against Randy Johnson, and I only scored 1. And then it took me like 15 more tries until I finally got back to him, and then I finally did it. So
That
I
must
can
have
pat
felt refreshing to
pat
get that
myself on
done.
the back. Oh man, you should have seen some of the like DMs with Jamie. I was telling him about it. I'm like, oh my god, I just blew it against Billy Wagner again. Like
Oh my god.
every for like
I don't even think I'm gonna attempt it.
yeah, I just couldn't not do it. I just
Nope.
like I needed to do it. But yeah, I mean overall, I think Extreme Program was a pretty big W. I mean, you get all these other packs. Diamond equipment can pay off. You know,
No.
maybe you hit some rare rounds in some of the choice packs to give you another one of those
Weird.
guaranteed 99s from the draft derby and all-star game. So overall, I mean, like, I give it a B plus. Maybe not perfect, but pretty good cards and rewards,
Come on.
and for
Connect.
kind of the effort that you had to put in, I think it's worth it.
There. Okay.
All right, and then let's
I
get
don't know what
into
the hell happened right there, but
y'all good.
yeah, we're good.
Good. Then we get into Player of the Month. So Player of the Month just came out on Wednesday, and
Yep.
man, this is like 20 something cards again. I mean, you get a couple of the captains, Walker Bueller and Yuli Gurriel, those like flashback
Mhm.
captains. Most of the cards kind of whatever. And then you get into max power versus righties, 98 Whit
Mhm.
Merrifield.
Yeah, that card is absolutely cracked out of its mind. I still haven't done this program yet, but I need to do it for the custom league, of course.
Well, yeah, you got to get this Bobby Witt Jr. card.
Yeah, Bobby Witt, those 2 cards are gonna help my team a lot, but I still need pitching.
Piamps played for the Royals, didn't he? I thought he played for the Royals after he played for the Jays.
Hold on, I'm gonna search that up.
I swear he did.
I don't remember the name.
I thought we traded him to you. Maybe I'm wrong.
See.
Oh, he did.
Yes, yes. 2022. How could I forget that? Oh my god, yes. Oh, thank God I get another bullpen arm for my custom league.
Get a nice little bullpen arm.
Oh, yes. I'll take it. Absolutely. Even though he's got 94K per 9, he's got great velo and great break. Happy about that.
Yeah, for the custom league, I was so happy about Bellinger. I mean, like, who doesn't want to be able to use Bellinger?
Oh my god. Oh,
I've been waiting for a 99 Bellinger. So I took the Dodgers in that league. I'm like, all right, the Dodgers will give you a lot of options. Like, there's going to be a lot of players you can use. And like for the most part, there are. But man, the bullpen it's all righties. There's no lefties. Like nobody in the game that's a lefty for the Dodgers or at any point worth using in this game. So it's super annoying because every reliever I bring out is a righty. But
they should bring Andre Ethier into the game.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
That'd be a really cool.
Oh, there's so many like Dodgers players you could bring into the game. Oh,
But you got Duke Snyder, who just got into the game recently.
Well, I just got Valenzuela and Snyder with that retirement program, which is pretty sweet. So I've always liked Duke Snyder. He was like in MLB, I think 18. He went off for me. He was one of the.
I think he had a prestige card in 20. That card was nice.
Oh, probably. But what do you think about Bellinger? I mean, it's finally we get a lightning card with 100 vision.
Oh, and I mean, he absolutely deserved it too. Like he struck out like 10 times, I think, in the month of July. Something crazy like that.
Yeah, he
absolutely deserves it. He deserves the card. And he kind of like revived his career in a way with Chicago, because the last 2 to 3 years for Bellinger have been nothing but rough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he's been
but rough.
So good this year. What is he? He's hitting 330, 331 this year. That's 942 OPS. Like he's one home run shy of what he hit last year.
And it's already it's mid-August, so obviously
he could. Yeah, in like 60 less games, he's hit one less home run than last year. His average he hit 165 in 2021 and 210 last year. He's hitting 331 this year.
Sometimes that's all it takes, just a change of scenery.
Yeah. Oh, he was one of the guys that there was talks about the Jays signing him in the offseason, and then he didn't go there, and I was like,
I would have loved Bellinger to the Jays, but I also really would have loved Bellinger to like the Mariners. I know that was rumored for a little bit too. That would have been sick.
See.
Also Texas, I think they were rumored to be in on Bellinger as well. Like, fuck. Imagine Bellinger with Seager, Josh Young, Marcus Semien, Nate Lowe, like all those guys, dude.
Yeah,
if they would have added him with that Texas Rangers lineup, they would have been absolutely insane.
You know what? Yeah, that's true. I wonder what he would have done if he had still stayed with the Dodgers.
If he stayed with the Dodgers, he probably would have been like a number 9 hitter. He probably would be doing the exact same thing. I think the change of scenery was a desperate need for him.
Yeah,
I think that's something that had to happen.
It's been really nice to see him and like Yelich have good years. Because that was just baffling. Bellinger, to me, it wasn't as like surprising when he kind of had some down years. Bellinger, I thought, or Yelich, I thought kind of wouldn't have dropped off as hard as he did for those couple of years. But he's having a good year again this year. I mean, he was still
you'd love to see it.
Average or slightly above, but yeah, Player of the Month program. I mean, it was good. And then yes, this mystery Cody Bellinger card, the Kaiju Cody Bellinger. So what's the story? People are saying he was maybe going to be a chase pack card.
I was going to guess that he would maybe. That's probably the spot for him. Probably a chase pack if he wasn't going to be a Player of the Month for July. I feel like they'd made that extra card just in case, like everybody didn't agree with him being the July Player of the Month, so they just had that as like a side piece. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, so if we look, I got it, like I brought it up on the side here. So this is like the Lightning Bellinger that we got, and if we look at this other Bellinger, he would have had 109 power against righties and max power against lefties. Vision went down a little bit, whatever. Fielding was a bit better, and some of his base running stuff was a bit better. So a better card, Cody Bellinger Kaiju series. I mean, that would have been pretty insane as well.
Butter swing regardless, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, either way, like a max contact, 100-plus power Bellinger is gonna play. Like, I added this guy to my main squad at first base.
I still don't know how I'm going to structure my main team, because looking at my main squad right now, like, there's so many different options that I have for, like, first base, third base, DH. So I'd probably have to put Belly in the outfield as much as I want to put him at first. Maybe move Jock to DH, but damn, there's so many.
Yeah, this is
So many options for this game right now. Like, it's crazy.
what I set up mine as. I have Mantle, Griffey, and Acuna in the outfield. I put Bellinger at first, and then J-Ram, Ellie, Cattell, Adley, and Chipper. Because I love switch hitters. So
yeah, I forgot about Chipper too. Like, he's not on my God squad right now for some reason, but I have to add him back, of course.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. So then we also got Friday. What day is it today? Today's Sunday, right? So on Friday we got new ranked seasons. Raffy Devers, Al Leiter, Byron Buxton. What are we thinking about ranked seasons reward?
I think this has to be the best ranked seasons because Byron Buxton, like, obviously swings the bat like crazy well in this game. He's got max power both sides. Obviously, he's still got the defense and the speed there. So, like, the Buxton card is amazing. Devers, I think Devers is one of the best hitters that in MLB The Show. He has one of the best swings. Who else? Who was the other card in that pack?
Blue Jays legend Al Leiter.
Al Leiter. Well, Al Leiter in past years has been absolutely phenomenal. I mean, especially in the higher difficulties like Hall of Fame, Legends. On All-Star, it's a little bit of a different story, but still a very fun card to use. He's got a somewhat simple windup, in my opinion, but he's got a good pitch mix. He always has really good per nines. The only thing that really bothers me about Al Leiter is the velo, but for some people,
he's
that
definitely
really
like you got to dot with him. If you can dot with him, you'll do well.
Yeah,
like I remember what was it? I think in 21 there was an Al Leiter card that people really liked using. Like the top players. I always enjoy using him because he's like a decent pitcher, but I mean, I'm probably going to take Buxton just because I don't know what it is with Buxton in this game, but I always just hit insanely well with him.
He's so good.
Last year, whatever his the first team affinity Buxton we got, that was the first card I ended up P5ing.
Was that the Jackie Robinson series one?
Yeah, maybe. That sounds about right. Yeah. Excuse me.
I think so.
Yeah, Buxton had a card right at the beginning of the game, and he was just amazing for me. Devers, his stats or his attributes are crazy, but I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like everybody else hits really well with Devers, and I just don't. So Buxton's definitely the pick for me. But I mean, you can't really go wrong with any of these cards.
I'd probably go Devers. I have to go with Devers.
And then what else? We got some new events stuff. Oh, we'll get into this program, I guess, because the new event ties in with that. So we got this number retirement program. So on Friday the 11th, the Dodgers retired Fernando Valenzuela's number. Obviously, his number retirement program. So number 34 retired by the Dodgers, and then STS dropped kind of a crazy amount of content, more than I was expecting. With this program, we finally got, I think it's our first sort of bonus choice pack for set 3 with the number retirement pack, where we got 99 Roy Halladay. So pretty excited about that. Me being the absolute Jays homer, I spent my 90K stubs and bought Roy Halladay as soon as this thing dropped.
I would do that. I would do that too if we got a 99 Zach Greinke. So
yeah,
respect.
You got to do it, right? And then I mean the base round cards. This is where content gets weird for me. It's just lower versions of cards that we already have. I mean, most of them. I don't know if we have higher than a 97 for Catfish Hunter or Willie Stargell, but obviously we have 99 Chipper, 99 Posada. Does Todd Helton have a 99? He has another card.
I don't think he has a 99. He just got the 97.
2 97s.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah.
And then
I think he's gonna get the juiciest retro finest.
That's possible.
He's gonna get a really juicy one.
Yeah, he'll get a super crack card at some point for sure.
I love me some Todd Helton.
And then there was this 99 Duke Snyder and Craig Biggio 99. Who's always kind of a sneaky card, he's solid but not amazing.
He's got sneaky pop, kind of like Jackie Robinson in a way.
Yeah,
but for me, Craig Biggio just doesn't do it for me.
No, me either.
He doesn't do it for me at all. Like I don't hate the swing. It like nothing ever works out for him. I swear.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if I pulled another rare round, I would take Biggio just because I don't have him, but
Oh yeah. Just you gotta fill in that inventory book, baby.
gotta try. Yeah, I bought Halliday, and then with the free pack that you get from the program, I pulled rare round and I took Duke Snyder. And then Valenzuela, this guy's such a brutal pitcher to face. I hate facing this guy.
I know someone else who also hates facing this guy. It's LMB.
Oh yeah? Good to know. Good to know. Is he in the custom league?
He just dropped out of the custom league.
What a loser.
Yeah. He told me in chat the other day, ever since Valenzuela got announced, he told me that if we ever play a friendly and I bring in Valenzuela to start the game or out of relief, he's just gonna immediately quit.
I feel like did they give him 5? Did he have a 5th pitch last year, or am I just tripping out?
I think he's always had 4.
Just 4? For some reason I thought he had 5, but I mean, yeah, like the screwball and then that change up that's just like an ephus change up almost. Decent quirks. So I'll definitely be starting him in my next custom league game.
Yes, sir. We still have to play too.
We do
gotta play our game.
We'll play one of these days. Yeah. I've only played 5 games so far.
I need to get that Joel Pie. Is that how you pronounce his name?
I don't know if it's Joel or like Joel Piamps. I don't know.
Okay. I need to pick him up for my team first before I play custom league again.
Well, you'll be facing Valenzuela and Duke Snyder and Cody Bellinger. So pitch a lefty. I guess.
Never mind. Oh,
pitch a lefty.
Oh my god, I got no good lefties except for Ryan Yarbrough, who was coincidentally traded to the Dodgers a couple weeks ago.
But he only has like that bronze card, right? He doesn't even have.
Oh, he's got a player of the month.
Yarbrough does
from Team Affinity, 94 overall.
Oh, what is it? A starter though?
Yes.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, like my starting pitching's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, he was my best starter up until like I got Johnny Cueto a couple days ago. So.
Oh yeah, I need lefty relievers for the custom league because like the relievers I have are decent, like Blake Trinan, Evan Phillips, Ken Lee, Eric Gagne and stuff, but everybody's a righty. I don't have any. There's no lefties that are worth using.
Yeah, I mean, we're just lacking in bullpen arms in general. So that Joel Piamps, that's going to be beautiful.
That'll help you. I mean, are you just never going to use the missile or what?
I only have his live series.
Oh,
I would if I had the 99, but I only have his live series. I think it's like $30K, but I have like 10 right now because I bought Ripken. I'm hoping that he goes up to like 200K again in like another week or so. Praying for it.
I was really dumb. I bought that pack for 15K on the flash sale, took him, and then just instantly sold him for 25. I'm like, oh, I made like 5K or whatever. I was like, I should have held him even for a day. I would have been able, because he got up to like 60 at one point. Hopefully he goes back up. The worry though is that
I need to sell him at some point though.
You don't want him to you don't want it to get too close to set 4. Because once set 4 comes out, I think his value is going to plummet.
Yeah, I probably should sell him within like the next 4 days. I'm just hopeful that he's going to go.
No, I think we might have like a couple more days, like maybe another week where he could go up to, if he hits if he gets anywhere close to 100K, I'm selling for sure.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, even at this point, if he goes up to 60K, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, regardless, I'm still going to make a little bit of a profit because I only bought him for 15.
Yeah.
So, I'll take something.
Oh yeah, I pulled this other Barry Larkin card. I gotta check this. I forgot that they even like made a new Barry Larkin card. Such a random.
Yeah, Diamond Duo's 31. Larkin and who's the other one? Let me check.
Zach Wheeler.
Zach Wheeler, so odd. such a
Yeah.
weird one to have.
It is weird. I'm you know what? I'm happy that they're still doing Diamond Duos because I was worried once they started putting those bundles
Hmm.
in the shop that they were just done with Diamond Duos because they kind of
Yeah,
just
like that happened like 2 weeks ago. I was like, are they
yeah
gonna stop? Like
yeah
I was a little bit worried. I was right there with you.
because that's kind of what they've done the past couple of years. All of a sudden, it's just they're done. You're just like, oh,
I mean, see the way that they're doing content this year, I think that they're going to be able to do it until the very end, because pretty much what they're doing is just like giving like different players multiple cards, and I think that's I think once we get to like set 4, 5, and 6, that's where we see more 99s instead of just 99s going back down to 97s and then 95s and stuff like that. I think like it's going to be 99s across the board for the most part in season 4, 5, and 6. And that's probably when they're going to also introduce like the retro finest stuff too.
yeah.
And more signature series, more primes, because there's no prime cards in the game. There's barely any signature series either, except for like Jeter, Greg Vaughn, and like maybe like 2 other ones. But like that's where they're going to step up the game for like those specific series of cards, I think.
Yeah, I mean, with all the series that they have, and like, I mean, they can make up whatever they want. Like they made up Incognito and Kaiju this year. Like you can make any card series you want. You literally can give any player a 99. So like, hopefully they keep doing Diamond Duos until pretty much the end of the year or really close to it.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this retro like throwback card art for the All-Star and Home Run Derby cards though? I think it's so brutal.
You don't like it at all?
I don't like it at all.
I think if they made a little bit of a difference between the 2 different kind of series, I think it would have been a little bit better. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it like you hate that starting lineup screen.
Oh man, that's still the worst thing in the whole game.
I had to bring that up since I saw you on there.
When you look at like, I mean, like this LE cycle milestone card, like that looks amazing. Like I really like these all-star ones. I don't know, these like the throwback all-star and home run derby ones just look like so boring and just
yeah,
I don't know.
like yeah, like I completely understand that. Like if they're doing like the same kind of pattern for like 2 different things, like it's kind of stale.
Yeah, even like this draft is like kind of cool. Like just something different. I don't know what it is
Yeah.
about them.
Yeah,
Obviously-
like make it a little bit more unique.
Obviously, like Kaiju is like, I think Kaiju card art's one of the best we've ever seen.
I'd say Incognito is really nice. Probably one of my favorites this year. But with Incognito, like, I don't know. I feel like they're making up a lot of the nicknames.
Yeah, some of them for sure.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
I don't understand it.
And then the other piece of content we got yesterday, excuse me, was new chase pack, 99 Jacob
Oh.
deGrom.
Speaking of Jet, we love DeGrom.
Have you
Absolutely love him.
have you had to face him or anything yet?
I have not faced him. Excuse me. I've thankfully been playing BR only.
Ah,
So yeah.
are you
I've
taking-
not faced him yet.
who are you taking from that BR pack?
I'm gonna be taking Hank Thompson.
Hanky.
Mhm.
You know I had to take Bo. Like there's no chance I was not going to take Bo Bichette.
I thought about taking Bo because I've been doing well with him this year, but I can't pass up Hank Thompson, dude. Like I love his card so much.
I mean,
I gotta take him.
you got to do what you
I'm
got to do, man.
close.
Take him.
I'm close. I thought about Rube Foster too, but I don't know. Hank Thompson looks very appealing to me. Like I've played so many co-op games with Ainge, like a couple of weeks ago before I went on vacation, and he used the shit out of Hank Thompson every time we played co-op. He was so good with him.
Yeah.
And I want to have that experience.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like he's one card I think I've only faced him like once ever. I've never used him. But 99 DeGrom with the sinker. I'm contemplating like selling a bunch of cards to buy this. I actually tried to sell, so must be some weird glitch. I tried to sell Joe Mauer and Schwarber. It says they're in a lineup. I checked literally every single lineup. I checked all my mini seasons, but I think for some reason I might have left them in my Lefty Lucy mini seasons, and then they took that out of the game. But for some reason it's like glitched and thinks they're still in that lineup.
That'd be so annoying.
Because like I checked everything, like events.
Yeah.
I like all my mini season lineups, and they're not being used anywhere. But I can't sell them. So
Yeah, I've had that happen to me as well, like a couple months back. Super
or
annoying.
maybe I sell Ellie. Like I haven't really done that great with them. And he's like 5. Or I could just save up. I'm halfway there. We'll figure it out.
That's fair. I need to get that Jacob deGrom though at some point. I still need to get Ellie De La Cruz, but you know, your boy's stub poor. I have nothing right now. So
Why are you so stub poor? Well, probably because you don't play this game like 6 hours a day.
I don't play the
Most
game.
people.
I don't play the game like a lot of people would think. Like I play the game for a couple hours on stream. That's it. I don't sit at my desk all day and grind the game like I thought I would. It's just there's so much to do, and I look at it. I sit here and look at it on my monitor, and I'm like, I want to sit here and do this grind. But 15 minutes later, I'm like, there's so much to do. I'm gonna be sitting here for like 4 days. No, thank you.
Can't be like Helly or.
Oh, Helly's a goon. Helly's a goon, man. I don't understand how you're able to do it in like a day. Like he's insane.
He's a grind master, that guy. Watching him on like content release days is so funny.
Oh, he goes crazy for it, but you know, he works hard for it.
So we have new BR rewards coming Tuesday. So how close are you to finishing BR? Because you've been grinding.
I'm at 85 points right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna finish it tomorrow.
Home stretch.
Yes, sir. Gotta get a couple wins.
They haven't given us any info yet. I feel like they just won't say anything until probably Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
But we'll get probably 3 more 99s.
Mm-hmm.
I like BR. BR days are always fun.
Yeah, I've liked BR a lot more this year than like even events. Like I don't know. I just can't sit there and play events anymore. Like I just can't. I love BR now.
Yeah, well the event rewards like suck. That's the problem.
They do.
Like it's nice that they added the 12 win reward in there. But
make it more playable.
Yeah, but like if you're not confident or like if like I haven't got 12 wins in a run this year. I haven't really tried, but you know, if you're not going to get that card, I don't want to sit there. I don't want to play. I don't want to get 40 event wins to get the free version. Like it's nice that that's in there, but you know, maybe 2 years ago, I probably would have done that because I grinded like everything possibly ever you could grind in this game. I used to. But I kind of, I'll just get my 10 wins, get my, you know, my rewind pack and whatever, and then just keep going.
Yeah, like they kind of switched it up like over the last month. Like the first, like the rewind pack would be at 5 wins, and then like the first featured card would be at 10, and then they switched it.
Yeah, I kind of like that they did.
Just to make you keep playing.
Yeah, give me that one.
Which,
new
I mean,
card.
I'm not going to keep playing it anyway, but you know.
Yeah, especially I mean, like I don't know what is it? What do we at Eddie Matthews and who's the other one that we even got?
Eddie Matthews.
Jim Tomey and Eddie Matthews.
See, they're so forgettable.
Yeah.
I mean, once we get a 99 Jim Tomey and a 99 Eddie Matthews, those cards are going to be some of the best cards in the game. But like right now, just because they're 95s, 97s, nobody really wants to see them. Nobody really wants to see them. I would say right now the best events card, like even in rewind packs and everything, I would say Tom Glavine, Carlos Delgado. You know, like those are probably the best ones that you can pick from that pack. And I mean, yes, it's worth it to have these cards because I think, yeah, you can sell them, but like, you know, at what cost of your sanity?
Yeah, I don't grind them trying to sell them. The only ones worth selling are if you can go 12, if you can get the 12 wins. Because I think like
the
that
99 Michael Young.
That Michael Young is like 300K or he was yesterday.
Ainge actually got to 12 wins yesterday on stream. His first stream back.
Nice.
He got to the 12 wins, which is insane.
I've done it before, like many times, but I just don't play events enough anymore to do it.
Yeah,
these cards are
I can't sit here and do that anymore.
They're okay, but you're not gonna find me trying hard to get 12 event wins.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna sweat my ass off for that. I mean, it's a good card, but like, you know.
So do we want to talk about all this news that's coming out about Wander Franco on Twitter today? Did you see all this?
I did not. What is going on with Wander Franco?
He's like allegedly dating a 14-year-old girl or something.
Bro, what?
Yeah. There's like all these. I don't know. I don't know what all evidence people have, but apparently there's rumors or something going around. There was
Dude,
like some.
what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's very fucked up.
So we'll see what happens with him and with.
I mean,
with all
obviously,
this,
yeah,
but-
like you need proof to like see what's going on, but like if it is true, that's very fucked up.
Yeah, there was like I saw some pictures of like him with some girl that looked like he was like kissing her on the cheek, or they looked very close. And then it's like apparently she might be 14 years old, so it's like,
Yeah, I mean, Killers brings up a good point in the chat. He said his country's laws aren't the same as ours, so nothing can be done.
Well,
I mean, yeah, different laws.
Nothing can be done to him, maybe legally, but your team can still say,
yeah, like everybody in the MLB community, like Twitter, like the players, the owners, all that shit, they can, like obviously it's wrong. Like they can still scold you.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, just interesting. We'll have to something to keep your eye on Twitter and stuff. See what's going on. What might happen with him there, but who knows? Let's just kind of get into just the last thing I have here is this content structure boring? I feel like it's been getting a lot of kind of like bad, like I don't know, like people haven't been impressed with it lately. It seems like, the Extreme dropped, and then it was like almost 2 weeks really until we got anything else, and then, we like Player of the Month came. Then it was Player of the Month, and then like this number retirement program, and to me, I feel like the problem is they give you too much at once, and then there's just like.
There's nothing for like the next week.
Yeah, and like I get it.
What
like,
happened last week?
I get like not everybody is gonna just sit there and just grind everything until it's done instantly, and then just be sitting there being kind of bored. But I also think like there's so many cards in the game. There's so many different things you can do. Like why not just spread it out a little bit more? Because wasn't that like, to me, that was kind of like the problem last year too. Like they would just be like, okay, here's whatever new things coming out, new program or whatever, here's your new program, kind of nothing for a little bit, here's your new program, and then it just stopped, and it was kind of like, okay, well, what's up with that? Like on like when a new season comes out, now we get Team Affinity, we get a program, we get a new sort of like XP path and stuff. It's all great, but it's like, do you need 90 cards in a Team Affinity program? Or like maybe just take 30 of those cards and just spread them out. Like just have other smaller programs. I don't know. It just seems like maybe everything all at once is kind of like.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like it's the bulk of everything that I don't like.
Yeah.
Like evenly spread it across like different weeks and stuff. I mean, even if you have so much content that you could even drop like more on a Tuesday and then like the rest on a Friday, like that'd be completely fine too.
Right. Yeah, like they don't need to. The problem isn't the amount of content that they drop. It's just kind of the way it gets distributed. Like I don't think they need to give us more. Honestly, I think we have too much. Like with this number retirement program, like cool, you get like 15 more cards or whatever towards your collections, but they're like cards you're never going to use. Like who's going to use that Harold Baines card? Like nobody, unless you're a huge Harold Baines fan.
Yeah, huge Harold Baines fan, all-time teams, like some kind of like series build for YouTube or something like that.
it just a lot of it just feels like filler, and it's just like the only reason they give you these cards is so that you can go try and do the collections for like
Yep,
Adley and
exactly.
Acuna and stuff. And it's like, okay,
Which those cards should be core. Those set collection cards, they should be core.
well,
If you're playing like crazy to earn all these cards only to like lose them a little bit later on down the road, they should be core because you're doing everything in your power to earn them.
yeah, I don't know. I don't like I haven't had a problem with like what's been a core card and what hasn't been a core card, because this is another, I guess, issue that I've had with the game. It seems weird to me that like we're only on set 3. We've already got like our second 99 Griffey, our second 99 Otani, like, and I know like with Lightning players and stuff, you kind of have to give them that, but it's like, what's the point of even having sets and seasons if we're just getting the same cards all the time in 99 versions? Like, it doesn't really promote you using different cards, which is kind of what the point of it was. If you just get the same cards again, like we've had like, excuse me, like 3 Diamond Boba cards. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, yeah. And Easy from the chat is saying there hasn't been any hardly any core cards.
Yeah, it seems
There
kind of
should be
weird.
absolutely a lot more. Like the core cards are just coming from BR. I mean, yes, it makes sense coming from BR, but like, I don't know. Maybe make some rank seasons rewards core. The set collections cards should be core. The extreme cards, I believe, should have been core because of how hard it is to get those cards. And you know, some of them are the best in the game. You should be able to use them year round. Stuff like that, like just add more core cards to the game.
Yeah. Have you had like an issue? Has there been here's this has like been the one issue that I've had with trying to make a team that I wanted to use. It hasn't been like my best cards. It hasn't been the best cards that I want to use. Like there's so many really good 99s that like you can make a good team. It doesn't matter what set or series they're from. But the one issue I've had is that I wanted to do my 2023 Jays build.
Yeah.
But I can't because the only good George Springer and Matt Chapman cards are both set 1. So it's like you're trying to promote.
I mean, you can do your debut. You can do that against the CPU for a YouTube video.
Yeah,
or friendly.
A friendly. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's like the point is to promote team building. It's like, okay, well, this is a team I want to build, but I can't do that. Like it's just like
there's the wild card spot, but there's only one.
But there's only one. So it's just like, why even bother? Because at this point, there's so many cards in the game. Like, who cares what set they're from? Like, just let us use everything. I just don't really get it.
I mean, honestly, like for me, like my thoughts on sets and seasons. This is I've talked about this on stream literally anytime I go live. I think the way that they should do it is have 3 seasons that last for 4 months at a time. So that way, there's 3 seasons, 4 months each. That's 12 months. That's a full game cycle. Have that done, but in set 1, do like 92s, 95s. Set 2, do like 96, 97, 98. And then set 3, do all 99s. Instead of going from like 99s to 97s to 95s, 92s, that makes no sense to go from all the way up here all the way to the bottom like they have been doing with the cards that they've been dropping. It makes no fucking sense at all. That's the way that I would structure it overall wise, and that's how I would do it sets and seasons wise, with all 3 seasons coming together 4 months each. That way, if you finish Team Affinity, whether you finish Team Affinity in the first week, in the first 2 months, like myself, you'd still have lots and lots of time to use those cards in ranked seasons, in events, and be able to actually use those cards for a decent amount of time. And then once the new season starts, be like, oh yeah, like you had your little fix with those cards. You want to try something new, so you go into set 2. They drop all these new cards and content that you could potentially enjoy, and then move forward just like the first season, going into the third. That's exactly how I would do it.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, we'll see what they do next year. I don't think it's going to be the same, or if they do like the 6 seasons, I think they're definitely going to like kind of change the way cards come out. I don't mind the 99s at the beginning, but then it's kind of like, I just don't see the point of like a million filler cards.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, if they could cut the cards down by like at least 100, like make the collection cards, like the set collection cards, the packs, like the final pack, make it like 200. You don't have to have a shitload of cards every single season.
Yeah.
But like, you don't have to have a shitload of cards, but make them better.
Yeah. Or just
Make them more worth our while.
Make them better. Just give us like all 99s. Like, who cares? if you want us to actually
99 Elvis Andrews.
99, yeah, Andrews, Lorenzo Kane. Like, if you want
oh my
us
god,
to,
yes, please give me more Royals.
If you want us to use these cards, give us cards that are usable, right? Like, I don't really want to go
rant about the Royals today.
I don't want to go and make a team with like 97.
Exactly, man.
Cal Ripken Jr. Like, whatever. Who cares?
Captain Boost, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, the captain boosts, I think, have been an L overall too. They're kind of like maybe not.
They're not promoted as well. That's the thing. They're not promoted. They're not advertised. The only reason I know about Captain Boost is because our boy Ainge Nation talks about the Jimmy Rollins Captain Boost, the Cal Ripken Jr. Captain Boost, and the Trevor Hoffman Captain Boost. Those are the only times I've ever seen anybody talk about Captain Boost in this game. Other than that, it's not promoted well. It's not advertised well. Nobody talks about it. Nobody seems to give a shit.
Well, it's because like those 3 boosts specifically are kind of like the only ones that boost it the way that they didn't want it to be used. Kind of like those are the ones that make your team super OP, right? Like you're using the Cal Ripken boost, like your team is super cracked. But the point of it, I think, was more to like make, boost up like 95s to 99s. But there's like the wrong kind of restrictions and the wrong kind of boosts on cards. Like it doesn't make it really a competitive team. Like, I don't know if they did like a number retired captain that it needs some tweaking. There's a world where captain boosts makes sense, but
yeah, it's just not now.
But at the same time, it's like, is that just like too much? Like, do you need that?
It's not the world right now.
If they just took it away next year altogether, I wouldn't miss it. I would forget that they were even in the game.
Yeah, I'm in the exact same boat. I don't think I would miss it either, to be honest. It's just what it is.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, it's MLB The Show. I love the game. I'm gonna keep playing.
Yeah, I'm still gonna play it regardless. Like it's always a good time. It's always a good time playing this game. Like the game plays very well this year. Like it's so good. It just baffles me that they messed up sets and seasons this bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they definitely saw it going a little differently in their heads. But I will say this, and I was talking to Show Noob about it the other day. I was like, I can appreciate that they tried something different because like the last 4 years, everything was like the same. It was just the same grind from start to finish. So I can appreciate them doing something different. And it's not like everything's been a huge fail or anything. And, the fact that we're living in a world where we're going to end up with like 3,000 diamond cards, probably. That's not even exaggeration. It's probably gonna be close to that. We're getting like 400 or 500 a season almost. That we're gonna end up with, over 2,000 for sure is like pretty crazy. Coming from MLB 18 and 19, where it was like maybe like 300 all year. Yeah, there's obviously some things that can be tweaked. Add PXP to co-op, please. Add it somehow.
I would love that. I don't know how they
figure it out somehow.
That's the one big bright spot about this year is co-op.
Oh, co-op's so fun.
It makes people play the game more. Like you can get the ranked seasons rewards and everything. You can play with your friends. It's a good time.
Yeah, they just need to add a way for you to get PXP and parallel cards through co-op.
Absolutely, I would love that. But I don't know how they would do it.
All the freeze-offs being fixed, and then you're gold. I think what they should do is just calculate whatever PXP the total would be, and then just split it between how many players you have. So if you have like, I mean, I
True,
guess it's
yeah.
different if you don't have those cards in your inventory. Like, I guess that's where it could get weird. But I mean, like, if you play with a card in BR, you still get PXP for it, even if you don't have it in your inventory. So, like, that's what I think they should do. So if you and I are playing,
I'd love to see them experiment with that.
You just like whatever Ellie De La Cruz. He gets a 200 PXP that game. We each get 100 towards the Ellie in our inventory, right? Like
you and your Ellie De La Cruz.
Oh, I don't know. It's just an example. Griffey, whatever. Who cares, man?
I need Ellie back.
Use 98 Bobby Witt Jr., 98 with Merrifield. And yeah, I think that to me, that whatever, that makes sense. They're on the same team. Like, who cares? You're playing for fun anyway. Like, if I'm getting any PXP from it, it's a win. So
absolutely, man, 100%.
All right, man. Anything else as far as MLB The Show this week that we want to bring up?
I got nothing else for MLB The Show. Actually, let's check the schedule.
So we're getting a moonshot program with another 99.
That's right.
Another 99 Kyle Schwarber card coming.
With 7 cards coming. And there's going to be an event, of course. There's going to be a moonshot event, number 3. With core set 2, set 3 hitters versus right-handed pitchers.
Well,
bronze right-handed pitchers.
I'm going to be getting a lot of PXP for Griffey in that event.
That's going to be a lot of fun. See, I like what they're doing with the event this year. At least they're trying to be more creative and stuff. I'm just not intrigued to play it because the rewards suck. And speaking of events, at least they're not doing a moonshot. It feels like every 2 weekends.
Yeah.
At least they're not doing that anymore.
The events themselves and restrictions and stuff have been good. Like, I enjoyed playing that Hall of Fame event, even though it was on Polo Grounds. Like, I still, actually, I lied. I hated playing on Polo Grounds. If it wasn't on Polo Grounds, it would have been way better. That was a lie.
I'd much rather play at Polo Grounds than Dodger Stadium.
Fair enough. Even this though, seeing earn 99 overall, Kyle Schwarber is just like, man, I just feel like we just got 99 Schwarber. Like, why?
Yeah. Like, I just got him on my team like 3 weeks ago.
Like, I know he's going to be phased out in a couple weeks when set 4 comes out, but it just seems weird. Like, give us somebody else, and give us like anybody else is a 99. But whatever, we'll see. I'm assuming the other 7 players will all be 97. So
I'm gonna say though, I know a lot of people don't give a shit about Topps Now. I don't care about Topps Now. I don't give a shit. I mean, other than like all-time teams or like some kind of team build later on down the line. But I will say with Topps Now though, I really like that they're showcasing a lot of the rookies and like the younger players in the league. And, giving love to them in the game instead of just giving it to like the veterans and the superstars of Topps Now and everything like that. I mean, of course, there's like Carlos Correa, there's like Anthony Santander that came out a couple days ago and everything too. Like, there's of course like some exceptions to the rule, but like I love what they're doing, like giving all the younger guys like the rookies, call ups and stuff like that.
Give us a few more 98s and 99s out of Topps Now and.
Would love that.
That's the thing. Like, just give us cards we actually want to use. Like, it's cool as a Jays fan to get that Davis Schneider card. I'm like, that's cool. But like, just make him a 98. Like, who cares? Who cares if he's a 97, 98? Not like, but like a 95. It's kind of like, And I mean, his attributes are fine. You could use them and it would be fine. But
absolutely, yeah. Like I love what they did with Topps Now this year. Like, I think it's good. I think it's good. I mean, a lot of them are obviously filler cards too, but like. Like there's fans out there, like the casual fans that'll use like who don't play a whole lot of the game that'll just get Topps Now done and then hop into ranked. Like, that's great for them.
Yeah. At least they gave us that collection though for that 99 Framber.
That was pretty cool too.
That was something that kind of they gave us out of nowhere. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Yeah. We like that. Free 99s.
Yes, sir. We love that shit.
Grind 99, Grind 90, grind 97.
That sounded so Canadian for no reason.
All right, well, here's my last question for you. Should I? You know what? Actually, I'm gonna end the recording and then we'll do some live Q&As and stuff.
Sure, yeah, hell yeah. Let's do it.
Whatever, I can hang out for like another 45 minutes or so. All right. Well, again, as always, for everybody listening, watching right now live on Twitch, You can find us on Apple, Spotify, Google, YouTube. We'll have this uploaded probably tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, but until next time, peace out.
Peace out.